Hi, I'm CJ Altenberg with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. So we've got a brand new pin system trailer behind me. This is a 2024 Cimarron Showstar LX model. This is a 10 pin that we're gonna walk you through. Before we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at the drawing. I'll show you how this trailer is laid out itself. Like I mentioned, we have a 10 pin, we have a front tack room. Now this tack room we made a little bit bigger. It's an 8-foot front tack room. This is 8 foot wide and 6'4" tall. We're about 28 foot on the floor. Because of that bigger actual front tack room, it lengthens that floor a little bit, but still a manageable trailer to get around in this Showstar setup. So let's take a look at this. I'm gonna show you that there's a standard features on the LX that I'll point out, but then from there, we've done a lot of add-ons to this trailer as well. When you get an LX, underneath the gooseneck here, you're gonna notice you've got your hydraulic jack. This is an electric over hydraulic system by Equalizer that Cimarron uses. It's got the manual override, that's all they use. This is all we put on our trailers here. If we have somebody who has a manual jack and go into this, because we like the fact that you can actually have that manual override to get it on or off the truck in emergency situations. So with that, you're also gonna get an aluminum battery box and a 12-volt battery. Now there's room in here for an additional if you'd like. You also get the battery disconnect. That is now standard. This trailer has a lot of lights, so the last thing you do when you park it is reach up there and turn that to the off position, and it kills all power. So if we accidentally leave a light on, we're not draining the battery when we go to hook up this trailer. So that's definitely a nice feature there. Below it is actually gonna be, that's an upgrade, is generator brackets. So you've got these legs that come off the trailer so you can set a portable generator right here. And then it's a little hard to see, but just in between that battery box and the side there is gonna be your actual outlet. You're gonna plug in your 30 amp cord right there. So whether you're going from an external power source or this portable generator that you have sitting here, you can plug in right there. I'll show you what we're talking about here in a few minutes on that power package and what it's gonna do. On a Cimarron, you're gonna get an 8.2 long nose, so a little bit longer, so we have a little bit more depth as far as storage in there. And then let's talk about this. This is a gooseneck drop wall that we're looking at here. Standard is 50 inches, but because of the new trucks and the newer body styles, them being taller, we need bed clearance, and we also need these trailers running level, equal weight distribution on those two axles. We don't want it nosed up, run on the back, or we don't want it just minimal bed clearance with it running level. So this is a 53-inch gooseneck drop wall. That way we have plenty of bed clearance for you in making sure this trailer is actually running level. Then we can adjust that coupler based on that. White is the standard color. On a lot of our Showstars, we kind of opt for the other colors. We do carry a white one in inventory as well. But this one here is silver metallic. Probably the most popular colors in these type of trailers is charcoal metallic and silver metallic. So you got the silver metallic on this one. A lot of button lights on this one. We loaded up on button lights on the top rail. Obviously you could do more, but this trailer really shines at night and really pops with all those. You're gonna have a 16-inch awning light going into this front tack. So again, 8-foot front tack. You're gonna have a nice big wide door with a fold-up step. So when you're running with, you know, younger juniors, it's a big step moving in and out of these, whether it's equipment, feed, or them just hopping in and out. So it makes that transition a lot nicer by having that fold-up step on the trailer itself. Now as you come in, the very first thing you're gonna notice is that floor. This is a gray rubber flooring, sealed at the edges. So it's not like rubber mats where still dirt can get down underneath, or carpet that will stain over time, hold an odor in my opinion. So this has become extremely popular on these trailers. So we did it on the floor, the gooseneck drop wall, and then up on the deck. So it's really easy to clean. So if there's feed, shavings, those type of items that can get embedded in that carpet, it's really hard to get out. This is just really easy to sweep it. You can sweep it in the corner and vacuum it up if you need to. But if you look up there in the gooseneck, I mean, plenty of lights in this one. We loaded up on lights for you. So you have 3 up in the nose so you can see. As you come towards me, you're gonna have the battery or 30 amp breaker box right here. So that power that we saw underneath will come into this. You're gonna have an outlet here. You can charge up some phones, do some of those type of items if you need to. And then I'll show you where the rest of the power is when we get in the stall area. And then on the driver's side wall, and then onto the partition wall, you're going to notice all the carpet. That's why we incorporated a lot of lights, because this carpet, it's kind of a dark gray, so it darkens these trailers up. So we want to make sure there's plenty of light coverage. But then you have these 2 rows of airliner track on driver's wall, and then this partition wall. This is so you can secure items if need to. You can go on Amazon, buy a bunch of different hooks. Cimarron actually is built to lock into this airliner track. Some feed additive bucket holders, so they'll actually clip right in there, and you can hold 2 of them, so that's really popular. So you can mix up some feed if you need to, carry your additives to the show, anything like that. But it's nice to be able to secure those items against the wall. And then up above them on the partition wall are these big utility hooks. So those are aluminum powder coated hooks. So instead of our traditional bridle hooks that we'd bring over from horse trailers, these have a much wider gap between them. They're a lot deeper off the wall and a lot taller. So bigger hoses, bigger cords, those type of items that you need to throw up on these, you can, and it'll actually stay on them, whether those bridle hooks, a lot of it'll fall off. A couple of last things you're going to get is an 18-inch boot box that runs partially across. We went about 5 foot across this. So this is great storage for smaller miscellaneous items. It's big enough if you're carrying a big water bucket, it can fit in there, but use it as a step to hop up into the gooseneck itself, or use it as a bench as well. And then you're going to have a shelf, 18-inch deep, 2-inch lip. You got rubber up there to hold items as well. So just great storage there. And then a clothes rod. So if kids need to hop in and change to go to the show ring, they can. We don't have to tie up the back seat of a truck carrying, you know, our dry cleaning, those type of items. You can actually store them right here. Speaking of mixing up feed and showing off this trailer, you have the pass-through door, so you can go, you know, directly from the stall area in here to this front tack room if you'd like. And because this is a lower profile trailer, one of the more popular options is going to be your head pad. So with them being a little bit shorter, those door frames are going to be a little bit shorter, so you'll hit your head a few times and you'll wish you had that. We went ahead and put that on all these door openings, so as you come into the tack, come into the side ramp, escape door, rear doors, it's all right there for you. One of the last things on this tack door is we went ahead and put a combo lock for you right there. So you can literally just turn that, just have the combo. You don't have to necessarily lock it. If this is locked, obviously you can't get in with that. But if you only secure the combo lock, you can just send somebody to the trailer. They don't have to have keys, punch in the code, and can get in there. So that's definitely a nice little upgrade on that. With this being an LX, you're going to get your side ramp that comes off. So if you want to work off the side of the trailer, you can. As you see, you're going to get your gate over that opening as well. We can see across to that escape door with the gate over there, so you can create that cross breeze, you know, if you're working off this trailer at a show. With your LX, you're going to get your standard drop windows. And then we opted for the lower air gap to be the aluminum fold down slats. That's now become standard rather than the plexiglass, which was a smaller opening. Then you had to deal with the plexiglass. There's multiple versions that you can do with the plexi. There's some inside liner plexi you can do on some of these as well. But this air gap's really nice because it's on a gas shock, so it's really easy to open and close. Leave in these colder mornings with them shut, and then if it starts to warm up, you can just jump out and open them. Let that airflow get to them rather than fighting that actual plexiglass. We upgraded to the amber turn signal. We do that on a lot of our 8-foot wide and bigger trailers. It works as a great marker light for you, but also indicates turn signals and brakes as well. We have 2 7,000-pound Dexter rubber torsion axles, electric brakes, 16-inch aluminum wheels. The black with the silver really ties in well with this color combination we're looking at. And then we actually upgraded to some G-rated tires on this one. And then they're nitrogen filled, so we're not having PSI levels fluctuate drastically. You can still put air to them if you need. But you have a 1-year, no questions asked warranty on these tires. So you catch a nail, road debris, have a blowout, they'll replace it within the first year. 8-year structure warranty from Cimarron, 3-year hardware warranty. So it's nice that they stand behind the product itself. This door, if you notice, it's wrapped around to the side of the trailer. That's because we went with the wraparound hinges. We've been doing that for years. It just works really well when you're showing off these trailers to get them to the side of the trailer and out of the way. There's another version where they're welded hinges to the side, but they come off on a 90-degree angle, and then you're having to work around those all the time. So they're independent doors, 50-50, because this is a wider trailer. So you can open one ahead of the other if you'd like. 50-50 rear ramps. So again, younger juniors, a little bit easier for them to kind of handle if they are needing to drop these. And then as we get into the actual pin system itself, in this system, we are looking at the adjustable pins. So we can go, how we have it set up right now on these first few pins is we have an alleyway over here on the right side. That's why we have the hinges hinged on the right rather than off the center. Everything just flows a lot better on this type of a setup. If you are working this as an alleyway over here to the right hand side on the adjustable. But again, it's really simple to do. I unpin it from the back, I pull it towards me, flip it over, put it in that rubber socket, and then we've changed these gates to a 50-50 setup. So very easy to do. Cimarron likes to be able to, in these type of scenarios, whether it's these trailers, horse trailers, we want to operate everything one-handed. So in those instances where we're dealing with horse dividers one-handed, this can be flipped around with one hand itself as well. So really simple to operate there. All right, we got a lot going on in here. Let's start over here on passenger side. We went ahead and put a feeder rod holder up there. So this actually, you can unclip feeders, turn around, clip those carabiners right on that. They're up out of the way, or if you need to, you set them up there, move some hogs around, lambs around, goats around, whatever you need to, and then reach back up, then you can clip them on the actual gate itself. You've got outlets. We've spaced them evenly, kind of, you know, towards the front, back, middle, so you have outlet power there. That's where that 30 amp package comes into play. A couple more LED lights, and then right up at the ramp, up there towards the front, is going to be another set of switches. That's so you can operate these stall lights, and then the right hand side lights from right there. So if you come in that side ramp, you can turn those on. There's that head pad as well for you. Two-way roof vents. You got a bunch of those in here so you can manipulate airflow, grab air, force it down, release air, create those vacuums if need be. We have frame for an air conditioner. So if you ever wanted to add an air conditioner, that part of it's already done. It saves a lot of time and hassle by having that piece already welded in there. Up here on driver's side top rail, you're gonna notice this actual rail itself. We've got a couple fan holders here. We can loosen them up, slide them where we want, hang a couple fans. A 12-inch barn fan kind of works best because you have to think this is a lower profile trailer. A bigger 24-inch fan is going to hang way too low. So like a 12-inch fan works really well. 18 inches is doable as well, but these you can just slide where you want, tighten them up. Then you've got your outlets here on driver's side, same thing. You got a few of those in the top rail. Some at the front, some at the back, some in the middle for you. More LED lights on that side as well. Now, this roof, let's talk about that. It's standard on every single Cimarron. It's a 1/2 inch thick, it's reinforced, it's really strong. It'll take substantial hail. It takes 150 pounds per square foot, so I can walk on this roof and won't dent it. But in my opinion, the most important part is what it does for the stall area. So it keeps it about 20% cooler than aluminum sheeted roofs. That makes a massive difference in the summer, keeping our animals cool. If you see us at certain shows in the summertime, we'll migrate into the trailer because it's cooler rather than sitting outside, even underneath a shaded tent, because it does get that much cooler. When we come to the lot here on those hot summer months, we'll take you to a horse trailer because they're all sealed up. Take you to one with an aluminum roof and then take you to a Cimarron, and you'll tell a physical difference in actual just the feel and temperature of the stall area because of that roof. So all these can come out, so we can unpin these posts if we want to take sections out. On the center gates here, I'll show you, we did 2 feeder rods, 1 standard. We like to do 2 on ours, just because if you got some, you know, smaller projects, as they get bigger, you need to move up that feeder. You've got the capability to do that. And then also, if you look at the floor, we opted for werm flooring. So werm flooring is already on this trailer. A lot of times on these type of scenarios, because of the cutouts for the posts, you know, mats are no fun. Hogs will root them up, but also trying to get them put back in here is like a puzzle, and it's almost impossible after the fact. So either you go with no flooring and just bed really deep and clean it out really well, or you go with a werm flooring, which is a permanent unpenetrable rubber mat. We're doing this on a ton of our trailers, so it's nice to be able to work with werm on that. This one here is black. That is standard. You can do some different colors, but there is an upcharge for that, but you can mix and match colors if you'd like, if you want to go that route. Two 16-inch awning lights here at the back. So again, a lot of light coverage throughout this trailer. Ton in the stall area, ton in the front tack. You got the exterior, but it's nice to have some back here. Speaking of lights, one more light we put on our trailers is a backup light. We don't do it on every single trailer for inventory, but we do it on quite a bit of these nicer loaded up trailers, because you're going to get home, you're going to get to unfamiliar places in the dark. It's nice to turn that on, see what you have going on behind the trailer as you're backing up, because our backup lights on our truck are a long ways from here. So definitely nice to have that there. So here on driver's side, again, drop windows, the fold up lower air slats. I'll get them out of the way because I want to show you. This is the aluminum, the polished aluminum finish here on the extrusion itself. So good look to this trailer by having that. You never acid wash this trailer. You want to citrus wash it. You will get water spots, so if you can, take a hand towel and kind of dry it off if you can after washing it. If you take it to a wash, they'll know what chemicals to use and what not to use on this trailer. And then you just hop in the truck and drive about 75-80 miles per hour and let it air dry. That'll help from those water spots. Here's a good look at that escape door coming in. A light above it as well, 16-inch light, so all those access points have some light coverage, but that gate over that opening as well. It's gonna have a bus window in it, so it doesn't have the drop, but you can still slide that bus window open if need be. And then the last piece is a fold-up step, just like we saw on the tack door going in. So again, a really well-equipped Showstar LX 10-pin adjustable with a lot of upgrades on this. This trailer is available today. I'm going to give you the stock number on it just for reference. Again, it's a 2024 Cimarron Showstar LX. Stock number is 5N231238. We do take trade-ins, so if you're looking to upgrade, downsize, we can help you out there. Financing is available and delivery is an option, so we could potentially bring this to your doorstep. So give us a call. Anybody on the sales team can help you out. That number is 303-684-3400. We appreciate you tuning in. Have a good day.